Hello everybody, and welcome to Week 4, Day 2 of SKL. My name is Kevin Big Booty Bodie, and with me tonight I have got the one and only Peter Crafty Buckeye McKay.
There's no one else. There's no others.
No other.
No others.
So, Crafty, we've got a bit of an interesting situation on our hands here tonight.
We do.
Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Anixia Esports. When we made this league, we wanted it to mainly be for local teams, Saskatchewan or Western Canadian based. But Anixia signed up, and they were from the States, I believe, right?
I think some were from Ontario. They were just from a wide range.
Far away. Yeah, they were kind of far away. And we said, all right, we want this to be a locally based league, but if you're willing to show up to the live finals,
and pay the money,
and show up to the live finals, then you can definitely participate. And at the beginning of the season, Anixia said, yeah, we'll definitely come out to the finals. We're willing to do that. And we said, okay, you can play. Unfortunately, there was some kind of unforeseen, unavoidable circumstances within their organization that has now made them unable to attend finals. Unfortunately for them, it wasn't anyone's fault, really, just kind of unforeseen circumstances.
But fortunately, we got two more teams that can qualify here.
Yes, so because they are, because they will not be attending finals, they have bowed out of the league. So we will be bringing someone else in to take their spot. End qualifiers, we had two tiebreakers to decide the last two spots to get in. We have taken the two teams that lost those two tiebreakers, and we're having them play a one-game sudden death. Yeah, final tiebreaker right now to see who will get into the season here and take the spot of Anixia Esports.
Yeah, and then they'll have to play their first regular season match right after this.
Right after. And they will not take over Anixia Esports' record. They will we're going to make up the games that Anixia played against the other teams kind of throughout the rest of the regular season. I don't know if any of them will be streamed or not, just for the sake of time. But
yeah, I think we probably
we'll try if we can.
But these guys get a second life. They get another chance.
Survivors, second chances.
This is like third chance.
Yeah, I guess because the tiebreaker was the second chance.
If you thought that was do or die, this is really do or die. If you lost all hope, and now hope is back again in your life.
And those wondering who those two teams are, because I don't think we've said them yet, is on blue side, White or Wong, and on red side, Lunatic Peace. Two very strong teams. Lunatic Peace lost the tiebreaker against Sasquatches, and White or Wong lost the tiebreaker against ADP Gaming.
Yeah, and they're ripping through these bands right now as White or Wong banned Nautilus, Vayne, and Lee Sin, and Lunatic Peace took away the Fiora from Wong Liu's, Callista, and Poppy.
Yeah, those are strong picks, but they're also pretty targeted. Callista, a favorite of Mr. T. Shrub.
Yeah, and Poppy, obviously, a favorite of that Poppy.
In the jungle. Yeah, we see the first pick coming in already here for White or Wong as well. They pick up the Braum. Kind of a fair first pick. Alistar is still up, but I guess they want Braum for that pick. Kind of just take that top-tier support pick and don't show a lot of anything else of what you're going to do with your team comp.
Yeah, really, I would take support or probably jungle on with first pick if you don't want to show too much of your hand and see what they're willing to take with their first rotation, and hopefully you can grab two strong things with your next two picks, because I don't know if Braum would have been taken, but there's a strong chance it could have.
Definitely. So
looking to take Volibear potentially and Elise.
Interesting. That would be interesting. It looks like it will be. So that will probably be Elise jungle and then Volibear a top lane, correct?
Unless they're trying to throw it out support, I don't know, but that could happen.
It could happen,
but they seem to be picking an order. I don't know if
that could have just just happened.
True.
What they wanted with their first two picks. The Lucian locked in here for Hatchcat. That's a very strong pick. Callista is a favorite of him, but even on this new patch, Callista actually not as strong as she was in qualifiers when Mr. T. Shrub was just tearing people up with her. So Lucian, I think, just as strong of a pick here for Mr. T. Shrub.
Yeah, I really think that right now the 80 carries, there's only really four that can get played: Callista, Lucian, Sivir, and Jhin.
Yep.
And other than that, maybe Ezreal.
Ezreal, which looks like that might be actually what Uza's going to lock in here, but we'll see. The Zac also picked up for that Poppy. Poppy taken away, but he decides to go with the Zac. What do you think of that pick?
He played when we played White or Wong in a little tournament.
Oh, right, yeah.
He played Zac like 2 times, and those were our 2 losses. So I hated it. So maybe,
yeah, you were the opposing jungler. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, actually.
That sucked, but yeah. So he's pretty strong on it, so it's definitely comfort pick for him. And on the other side, they already showed their mid lane, so they're leaving support for last pick. They are picking in order, and the counter pick support potentially, I guess, unless Volibear goes down there.
It could happen.
Could be support or Orianna.
Could be. Yeah, it could be Elise ADC. I mean, anything could happen.
We did see Kennen AD carry last night.
Yeah, that's a thing though. Like, remember that got played at Worlds a lot, but yeah, it's still unorthodox. So the Ezreal, you're right. That would kind of come in. I would say probably even 5th or 6th after those top 4 that you listed. Corki, I think as well, would probably be ahead of Ezreal. But if played well, it can definitely be a strong pick. Orianna in the mid lane, that's always just kind of a standard pick. She's always kind of there, always safe. Kind of in the meta. Yeah, safe, kind of a utility mid laner, very balanced.
Still could do a bunch of damage if it gets ahead. And I wonder what Hatchcat will look to play into Orianna.
Could be the Lux. Hatchcat has been known in the past for some unorthodox mid laners.
Like Syndra or
Zyra. Yeah, that's Zyra mid. That was always kind of a weird one.
I've seen Lux out of him a couple times, I think.
Yeah. And Lux still a strong pick. And it looks like it will be the Lux as well as the Graves. A very strong last rotation here for White or Wong. That Graves will be going in the top lane for Wongly Accused. And that Lux will be in the mid lane for Hatchcat. Hopefully just firing off some final sparks. And he'll be hoping to do a lot of damage with those. But on the other side, Lunatic Peace picks up the Alistar for the AAA Blaze.
They got some strong lanes too. Elise, strong jungler. Orianna can be a safe laner, can also be a strong laner though with good trades, and as well Alistar obviously a super strong support.
Yeah, especially for having they get Alistar on that last pick, didn't even really have to prioritize him, they can just last pick him. That's pretty good value for that pick in that last.
But realistically, I think they could have probably taken it earlier. And
because the Braum was first.
Seen what they were going to go against mid lane, but ended up getting all the counters to White or Wong as they won the coin flip, got blue side. They didn't even get any counter picks, but they got all of them in the end through picks and bans. And so interesting to note how this one will play out. Maybe, I don't know which comp I like better. I like there's a lot of strong champions on both sides, but I'm going to lean towards White or Wong here.
Why?
Because I like the Graves top, and Zac and Lux can be pretty strong.
All right.
Yeah.
If I were to give my advantage to either team here, I think I would be inclined to agree with you and give it to White or Wong here for game 1, the only game, because this is just a best of 1 to see who gets in. I agree. They have got a lot of strong picks here. Graves top is pretty disgusting still. I think Mr. T Shrub is just gonna be really, really strong on this Lucian. And I don't know. I don't think the Ezreal is as strong right now, but we'll have to see. I mean, if Uza can play it well, it can definitely go his way with the Alistar. It'll definitely be interesting, though. But I think just based off the picks here, based on and the Volibear top lane, I'm a little unsure about. You can get tanky, but I just kind of I don't really know what to think of that pick.
No, neither do I. And I guess we'll just have to see how well it works into the Graves once we load in here. And I think we're going to take a quick break here. As we are in our quick delay before the game, and we'll be right back as we load in. Stick around, guys.
Disco Dancer. Disco Dancer. Disco Dancer.
Welcome back, everybody. We're looking in to get to champ loading. Here it is, here for this best of one tiebreaker, sudden death, overtime, all those cool words to see who will be the final team finally here to qualify for SKL, taking the spot of Anixia Esports. On blue side, we have got White or Wong. We've got Wongly Accused playing Graves in the top lane. That Poppy on Zac at the jungle. They've got that pool party Skinergy. Definitely going to be working hard for them. Hatchcat on Lux in the mid lane, and Mr. T Shrub and Powerful playing that Lucian Braum bot lane.
And on the red side, we have Lunatic Peace with Atiash bringing in his a little unorthodox Volibear. We got Nartorius bringing in the Elise. The last Udyr playing Orianna, and in the bot lane, Uza and AAA Blaze playing Ezreal Alistar.
Yeah, so Uza, just waiting for him to load in here.
Yeah, a little weird that I think Graves is super broken with Warlord's Bloodlust.
Right.
Just because, especially with Death Stance, but opting towards the Thunderlords maybe for a little bit bigger trades early on. That would probably be the only advantage I would see out of that. And also Alistar not going strength of the Bond of Stone.
Bond of Stone.
Yeah, he went Windseeker's Blessing, so looking to do a little bit extra healing, I guess.
Yeah, oh, here we go, getting loaded in. Didn't see Uza actually load in here. We're getting a lot of Twitch chat questions asking what happened to Anixia, though. For those who missed the beginning of the show, Anixia was forced to drop out due to some unfortunate and unforeseen circumstances within their organization, in which they were not going to be able to fly out to the live finals here. And that was a requirement to be able to participate in the league, is that you had to be able to attend the live finals here, which kind of gives an advantage to local teams, which is kind of what we're out here about, encouraging esports in Saskatchewan and Western Canada. So we're sad to see Anixia go, but we've got two great teams going in here as White or Wong is already going to pick up first blood on to who went down there. It was AAA Blaze, first blood going to Mr. T Shrub, and that was huge for White or Wong.
Yeah, it was. I don't know why you want to go in invading a Braum. It's just so strong right now. It's just the level 1, and then they layered on the CC. Hatchcat had to take Bind level 1, and that Poppy took Bounce level, the jump level 1, so it's probably worth overall who got the kill. It ended up going over to Mr. T Shrub, so he'll have that longsword bonus in the bot lane.
That's perfect.
that's they have that 500 bonus lead already without gold even being generated. It's a pretty big advantage, especially if that Poppy can abuse this lead and just show up bot and just snowball off that.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know if you could really ask for a more ideal level 1 invade here. I mean, sometimes you get that kill, but it doesn't really, it goes over to maybe like your jungler or something, which is cool, but not as ideal as it going over to, say, your AD carry, who's now going to have an advantage in lane here, which I think is going to be huge for Mr. T Shrub, because that's, you could maybe say that their bot lane could be the most powerful aspect here of White or Wong. There's some trading happening in the mid lane already.
Looks Powerful. Yeah, some Whiter Wong puns coming in here. Don't expect those to go away anytime soon.
Yeah, so this is a huge game for these two teams, and such short notice, because we only found out about this whole situation kind of this weekend. So we just contacted them in the past couple of days here, asking if they'd be willing to play this game tonight, if they can get their team back together, getting the band back together here. And both teams, luckily, were able to get their squads back together for the most part. Lunatic Peace actually bringing in a couple subs, I believe, from the qualifying roster. But it's awesome to be able to get both teams able to show up and play this tiebreaker.
Yeah, especially when Anixia was anticipated to play tonight, and then the winner of this game is going to have to play the first regular season game right after this.
Yeah. So not a lot of, just like, they're really not in these other teams in the regular season. They're kind of in the mindset, okay, we play our weekly games, get some practice in. But, these two teams, they're probably just coming in, just playing some random solo queue games. I don't know, maybe haven't been playing as fives for a while. So maybe at a bit of a disadvantage here once they get to the regular season game. But even in this game, you got to wonder how prepared they're going to be.
Yeah, exactly. They probably didn't get to. They probably I would be practicing a lot last night.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple games before this.
Yeah, all day. But just with other time commitments, you don't always have that option.
Especially if maybe you couldn't even get your whole regular roster here for today. We did allow the teams to, because teams were allowed to submit rosters later.
Yeah.
Like they had roster changes throughout the season, so we allowed the teams to. They didn't have to use their qualifier roster if maybe they didn't gel as much. Yeah. Which could have been the reason why they potentially lost, right?
True.
So,
and also just because it's so short notice, you never know.
Exactly.
Adiash going in here onto Wong, flipped him back. Doing a decent job of chunking him out here, but is going to back off now as Wong accused. Doing a bit of damage for himself. Looks like that Poppy's hanging on that top lane, but so is Nartorius. And that Poppy actually gonna hop onto Adiash. Can Nartorius get there in time as Adiash is pretty low, and now it's actually might be that Poppy's. He gets flipped backwards, has to flash over the wall here. Wildly accused is there for backup, but maybe didn't get there in time, and flash is burned from that Poppy. So definitely a good game here going on, but Whiter Wong are going to want to push this advantage here. They got that advantage so early. Why step off the gas? If they can keep it snowballing and keep things rolling, it would definitely be beneficial for them. Don't let Lunatic Peace start to push back already.
Yeah, well, it was pretty. It wasn't helpful that Poppy had the first flash, but he was able to pop that Volibear passive there. So that will be down if Graves ever decides to all in, and that would honestly suck if you try to all in and also just healing up so much mid ult or something like that as you look and execute him, and he's all of a sudden 3/4 health again, which just almost as dirty as Zac passive.
Yeah.
Which we will be seeing this game, I'm sure, unless that Poppy doesn't die at all.
Hey, it could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen. As Triple A Blaze here going in, but Powerful responds right back with that Unbreakable Shield, and Mr. T Shrub doing a lot of damage here, just firing shots off at Uza here, concussive blows, almost fully stacked. Adiash low as well, and is forced to gallop out of there. Do bears gallop? I think technically bears can gallop, right? I don't think gallop is specific to bears or specific to horses. I think it's more of the style of movement of all fours, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a gallop. So Adiash galloping away, but did get chunked out pretty heavily. Was forced to back, allowing Wongly Q's to increase his CS lead in that top lane. As he is a Oh my goodness.
He is up,
about 20 already. So definitely going to get scary very quickly here, as we all know just kind of the gross things that Graves are doing.
We've seen it quite a few times already in SKL, but we will hopefully... Well, Lunatic Peace is hopefully not wanting to see how gross the champion can get.
They definitely will not.
And maybe Nartori, I feel like if they can stack the CC on top, like a flip back into a queen, they will be able to kill Wong and Accused like a dash. If you dash out of the flip and then he flips you, you still go back. It's like dirty as heck.
Dirty as heck.
Yeah, there's no worse feeling is when you feel like you flashed out of the flip, but he got the auto off and you still go backwards.
Yeah. So this is definitely an interesting game because, you know, these two teams, they played the tiebreaker. Uh-oh, Wong Q's caught in a bad spot here. Will he get flipped backwards? Looks like he will not. The repel up and down from Notorious, and Wong Q's actually able to finish the kill. And can he get the 1v2 here as Notorious is forced to flash away? Is Wong Q's going to follow it up? Can he rightly accuse Notorious of ganking the wrong lane here? I don't know if he's going to have it. He actually flashes for it. Here we go. One more auto, and there it is, finishing it off the 1v2 here for Wong Accused.
What an outplay right there. I honestly have no idea what happens if Elise repels on top of the smoke screen. Like, are you still blind? I don't know.
I don't know.
I never really had that experience.
A lot of Elise. He played like, both those champions quite a bit.
Like, a lot. And I never have experienced that. So maybe Elise couldn't repel over and then got stuck. And meanwhile, Wong the Accused is just beating on Adiash and pops passive and still able to get the kill with the ultimate before the healing does too much.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting because it seemed like Wong Accused had no qualms about engaging the 1v2 as when Notorious was repelled up. Didn't want to wait for him to come back down, so maybe he knew that Elise would still be blind. So definitely just a huge outplay there for Wong Accused.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely going to be looking for that one on the SKL top 5 plays of the week here. Yeah, we'll note what time that happened at, about 8 minutes. And you know, getting off that advantage, we also see Whiter Wong picking up the dragon as Crafty, trying to get technical here, playing with the camera settings. The first dragon picked up here for Whiter Wong, as I was saying, and they've picked themselves up. It's not huge, but they definitely have a decent advantage here in this very early game.
Would we count these as top 5 plays for the week, even if it's just the tiebreaker, do you think?
Yeah.
You would think so? I would think so.
I think so.
So, yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be seeing that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be seeing a couple more top 5 plays of the week come out soon, but those are like probably some of my favorite parts of the video.
Yeah.
As Notorious is coming in the bot lane here with a nice little repel, no smoke screen that time.
Yeah,
to block the
vision.
The vision, yeah.
For those saying NA casters, yeah, you should have watched the stream yesterday. Skillos was unavailable, and so it was Silky and Dezaninator trying to run the show themselves, and it was the definition of a clown fiesta. Silky was all over the place, just messing with the camera. Skillos got here today, and he was upset about all the settings that they had changed. But Skillos feeling better today. That Poppy actually getting caught out here. The burn damage is on, but it's not going to be enough here. He's got to be careful. Was forced to flash yet again away from Notorious. So it will be an advantage there for Notorious. But in this bot lane, we've got Mr. T Shrub quite ahead in CS. I guess not quite ahead. About 15, 14 I guess exactly. But that's a lead nonetheless. Picking himself, he's got a lot of swords, carrying out a lot of swords right now. I don't know how must have pretty deep pockets. 2 long swords, a Doran's blade, and a BF sword. I'm not even sure how you carry that many swords at one time. Just needs an Avarice blade now too, and that would be.
Yeah, I don't even know what else. The pickaxe. There's a lot of swords, I guess.
Pickaxe is a sword.
I know, but like, I mean, what,
Static Shiv?
Is a blade technically like a sword, or?
A sword is a sword is a sword.
Yeah, but
It's
a Doran's
sword.
blade is not a sword, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
All swords have blades, but not all blades are swords. Axes have blades. Uza is gonna go down here too. Powerful. The Glacial Fissure coming out from Powerful. Mr. T Shrub is fairly low. I don't know if he's gonna want to follow up onto AAA Blaze here. They pick up the kill on the 80 carry, furthering their lead here in this game here for Whiter Wong.
Yeah, and this Lucian, as we were talking about all those swords he has, in comparison to what Ezreal had was a tier, and that was it, and 2 Doran's blades.
Swords.
Two swords.
4 sword. Oh, the final spark. That does quite a bit of damage, but the shield there from the last meteor gonna help him quite a bit. As Wong Accused gets tossed backwards here, but he is just gonna run out of this probably. Adiash might try to gallop after him. Actually does go for the flash, and he will pick up the solo kill onto Wong Accused here, breaking the shutout. and hopefully for them pushing back a bit of this lead here from White or Wong.
Yeah, I think like Wong the Accused was trying to get in the area where he could use the wall in his advantage, and was able to kind of dash in the direction, but flashed past it and then just munched down on a nice tasty Graves.
Oh yeah,
got a little taste of it, and maybe he'll be wanting another taste soon. I don't know, but Wong the Accused also whiffed ult there, so
yeah, he's tasted man meat,
Yeah,
so now he wants more.
he needs more of that Wong the Accused.
That's like that scene from The Other Guys where Will Ferrell talks about the tuna hunting Mark Wahlberg's lions, and once they have a taste of lion, they construct kelp apparatuses so they can come on land. Not for a long time, but hour 45, no problem. No problem. Good movie.
Great movie.
That's a drink, I think, it's playing the SKL drinking game. For a movie reference, if you are, please remember to drink responsibly. We here at SKL do not encourage underage binge or drinking while driving.
Those are in the rules, I think.
I hope it's in the
I hope
rules.
so.
That Poppy's slingshotting in here, but we're going to look at the mid lane instead as Hatchcat, the shockwave comes out here. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish that off here. The last Cooter picks up 1 kill. Can they get more? As Mr. Scrub is forced to flash out, but the culling going to come out and chunk out Nartorius. That Poppy wants to follow that up, but he might get caught out as Adiash did teleport down here. Tries to slingshot away. Mr. T Shrub picks up 1 kill. That Poppy's still alive. The Glacial Fissure perfectly placed for Powerful, the double kill, and then the Unbreakable Shield blocks the True Shot Barrage, I think. Mr. T Shrub did go down here. Wong the Accused has teleported down now as well, and he walked straight down and is going to look to 1v3 as he gets tossed backwards. He might be in a bad spot. He goes down.
2.
Oh, he got 2. The double kill. SKL top 5 play number 2 here for Wong the Accused before he goes down. And that's actually pretty huge for them, really mitigating the damage of what was a lost team fight for White or Wong.
Yeah, they didn't have to burn. I don't know why he didn't want to burn TP. He might have not had it up right away. It is up now.
Yeah.
And he didn't even use ultimate, so I'm not really sure what he used there. It might have just been the Graves Q popping off the wall and getting 2 of them. They were low, and he does have Death's Dance, so that he was healing up quite a bit. That was just, wow, Graves things, just Graves things,
yeah. So definitely a good team fight there for Lunatic Beast, just catching White or Wong extending a little too far. They had the numbers advantage, but were able to pick up some kills. I think at the end of it, it was a 4 for 3, or maybe it was 4 for 4.
I think it was 4 for 5. 4 for 5. I think it's all 5 of.
Did Hatchcat go down in the mid lane?
Got 1v1 by last.
Okay, so overall it was a 4v5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 4v5 confirmed here for Lunatic Beast. Kind of looking to lessen that gold lead here that White or Wong is holding, but they're still down in kills.
Wasn't it 4 to 1? So it might be different 4 for 4.
I think you're right. Maybe I don't remember.
I don't know.
We'll just
have to let Twitch chat let us know.
Yeah. So, Crafty, I don't know if you watched, or if I don't think we cast together White or Wong's Tiebreaker against ADP Gaming. They were ahead for basically.
I think it was us 2 casted that
yeah.
one. Because I didn't do the other tiebreaker. I did that one.
I think it was me. Did you do that one?
I did White or Wong's. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it must have been us. So they were up for most of the game. They were ahead for, like 30 minutes, whatever, into the game. And then at the end of it, ADP just kind of, they outscaled them. They had some better late game shot calling, and they turned it around. They won 1 or 2 team fights, got a Baron, and they turned it around after being down the whole game and won.
Yeah.
So White or Wong, we don't want to see that happen to them again here. If they have a lead, they need to figure out how to finish it. A ton of damage from the final spark going down into the last meter, followed up by the slingshot in from that Poppy. Couldn't even see him on the screen. The shockwave, I don't know if it's going to be enough, as he will go down. Wrongly accused now going on in onto Nartorius, who does have double buffs. I don't know if he's going to have enough. Repels up for a little bit, but he should go down here to that Poppy. Just slingshotting all over the place. The double kill for him, and that's 2 kills picked up here for White or Wong.
I just realized that it was a 5 for 4, but Zach passive was not up.
Oh,
he got it.
Alright, that's Zach passive. That'll get you. Unbreakable Will here, pops here for AAA plays here, and powerful. Oh, the Glacial Fissure goes up. The bot lane for White or Wong here is fairly low. The culling going to come out, and Uza's going to eat just about all of it. And Mr. T Shrub goes right in and picks it. He doesn't actually pick the kill. Powerball picks up the kill. He picks up the second kill there, though, onto AAA Blaze. Yeah,
still worth.
Excellent TP there for Wong the Accused. He didn't use it the first time on that last team fight, but here it is. They get the turret as well here, and White or Wong are decisively in the lead in this game.
Very, very much so. 12-5. 6,000 gold lead.
Two dragons
in 17.5 minutes. That's getting scary. Now they just need to transition that gold into towers, which they have done as they've taken all 3 tier 1s out. Now they just got to work their way into that. Maybe scale those dragons out of 3 or 4. They could have 4 by 30 minutes if they don't slow that down. Which is a pretty. I actually like the power spike from 4 dragons quite a bit.
Yep. It is pretty strong. Yeah, so as we were saying earlier before that team fight broke out, is that, yeah, White or Wong, they were so ahead in their last tiebreaker, and they ended up...
Hopefully they don't do that
yeah,
again.
so we don't want to see them do that again. You know, hopefully since then they've learned kind of how to finish off a game, how to play with a lead, how to, you know, close out a game quickly and not let the other team push back here.
Exactly. And this Graves is looking to snowball all of the lanes right now with that great TP bot. Maybe looking to help out Hatchcat, as Hatchcat has no kills yet. Only one in the team. Only the 0-1.
Powerful caught out with the cocoon. Doesn't the unbreakable shield. Hatchcat is there for backup, and he's going to be okay. Yeah, you know, here's the thing about Hatchcat playing Lux, though, is that even though he doesn't have any kills yet, he can still just hang out in the back of a team fight, final spark someone, and do a ton of damage.
If you land a full combo on somebody after, like, you have 2 items, you'll blow up anybody that doesn't, especially in Ezreal, maybe in Orianna, maybe not Orianna.
He has a shield.
And barrier.
Yeah.
So, but maybe
still,
even like a leech.
Yep. Yeah, so, you know, Lux is a champion that if you get super behind, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Exactly. And the kills going on to these 280 carries is definitely not a bad thing to have, as they will be scaling up quite well, and definitely a lot better than Ezreal is right now, who only has Merman looking for his 2 fight still after 1.
Yeah, he's going to need a little more time here, and hopefully Lunatic Peace will be able to get to the point where that Ezreal can start doing a lot more damage. But with this lead that White or Wong has, if they can push it and snowball it, I don't know if Uza will be able to get there. No one picked up Rift Herald this game as he goes down. Here comes the final spark. Yeah, wanted the blue buff. Did some damage after the last Uter. No follow-up here from White or Wong. And are they? I don't know. Does it... Oh, here we go. The slingshot in from that Poppy onto Notorious. Hatchcat is there as well. Does not land any of his abilities as Notorious was able to hop out. And no follow-up there either for White or Wong. They're here. They're looking to push something, which is good. Is no Dragon Zone up here. They're looking.
I don't think he's quite actually getting yet, but once they get a few more items and a few more towers, I think that's definitely something that could be on the agenda for them, as Zach and Brum can take that thing up quite well, I would say, with having a Graves and a Lucian beaten on it as well. It could go down pretty quick.
It definitely could here. So they got about a 7 kill gold here, 12-5. They're up about 6k in gold. They've got 3 towers, 2 dragons.
Mr. T-Shrub looking to invade Hunt. Yeah. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
And CS leads everywhere except the mid lane, where the last Uber is actually beating Hatchcat in CS by about 20.
Yeah, and a great ball delivery system, or a great just Orianna ult. You can win fights, even though it's a utility champion, some would say, just because of the shields and the speed ups and the slows, but the ball, I can't even think of Shockwave, yeah. The Shockwave can disrupt a team fight. It can stop abilities from, like, if Lucian's really culling, it'll stop that. It'll stop the Zac jump. It can be huge and turn a fight in their way, and especially with her being ahead, it can sway a fight, I would say.
It definitely could.
So
here.
a team fight definitely isn't out of their shot. I think they just gotta wait a little bit for Israel to get a little more items, and Oliver gets to a point where he's like,
this going to be the 21-minute Baron here for White or Wong? It's not going down very quickly as it's only that Poppy and Wong Li Q is working on it. Here we go. Hatchcat's coming as well. It's being pinged. I don't know if this is a great decision here for White or Wong. Lunatic Piece is going to get here in time. That Poppy is incredibly low already. True Shot Barrage goes out. It's, yeah, thank you for that. Here we go. Shockwave. And the Baron is picked up here from White or Wong. And then they pick up the kill. Eventually, once Notorious repels down, there we go. Hey, just kidding, I lied. Final Spark and Culling going out here. Alright, Notorious making me look like a fool. Triple A Blaze goes in with the triple knockup. Unbreakable Will is popped there. He's so tanky. Do they have enough damage to pick up a kill onto anyone here? That Poppy looking to get the kill onto Adiash, but it might get turned around the other way here. Zac passive is there, but he's got a little help from his friends coming in. Powerful and Wong accused are there. Looks like Zac is gonna come back.
No deaths. What the heck?
Yeah, Baron. There we go. That was the 21-minute Baron here for White or Wong. They weren't able to follow up with any kills, but none of them went down either. So the Baron buff still passive or still active on all 5 members.
Did you consider that an outplay by Notorious to get out from that?
I guess. He made me look silly.
He made us look silly, but they're looking to pressure this top lane here with the
But the flank is coming in here from AAA Blaze. He gets the knockup. Tower shots are going down here onto members of White or Wong. They are chunked out pretty heavily, so they are just going to want to back off of this. Lunatic Piece could look to follow up here.
Yeah, exactly. No, not as many ultimates up. They have almost Shockwave up, True Shot Barrage, and only the one ultimate up for Hatchcat on the side, so they weren't quite able to burst somebody down there fast enough, or even just have the health bars to pressure that tower after just getting Baron, and no one backed really. So,
oh, can we? It looks like we want the game sound turned down a little because they would have had it pretty loud from last night. Blame Silky and blame his Aninator for messing with the sound settings.
Wait, we want.
Yeah, the in-game, I guess. They're pretty loud. Maybe we'll turn up the master volume. Yeah. Hopefully that's better for you. Let us know in Twitch chat. Oh, hey, watch your language, sir. The dragon number 3. Cap.
No, but you told me to watch my language.
Yeah, doesn't Cap say that to you?
Oh, right.
Yeah, Cap says that to Iron Man. Yeah, you're Iron Man. Third dragon picked up there for White or Wong here, but can they follow up with some kills on the spike? AAA Blaze popped his ult. It's still going. There we go. Notorious is the first to go down, quickly followed by Adiash, quickly followed in turn by Uza, and AAA Blaze goes down as well here. The last Uter, are you there? To go down as well for the ace. No, he is in the mid lane. Oh, just kidding. He's in the jungle. He's going to look to want to just back off, though. And good team fight there for White or Wong, picking up 4 kills. They pick up... did they? Oh, the dragon actually went over to Lunatic Piece there. Didn't even see that happen. I thought it just went over to White or Wong, but Lunatic Piece, they're good dragon denial and steal for them.
Yeah, exactly. The great steal denial is probably the bigger portion of that.
Yeah.
They lost. A couple of them went down in the end. But was it 3? 4 went down.
4
for none.
Yep.
So I don't know if that's necessarily worth. But
probably not.
Dragon for 4 deaths. And 11,000 gold lead for White or Wong.
And a tower.
It's getting pretty scary, and I'm not really sure what you can really do. You're really going to have to rely on a great Alistar Headbutt Pulve into an Orianna Shockwave, which, if it's on the back line, it could do a lot of damage to, say, Hatchcat, Mr. T-Subs, and Wong and
Yeah.
I don't really know when you want to fight if you are.
Wong the Q's going in onto the last Uter here. Final Spark going to land as well here. Getting the last Uter to about half health here. But the Alistar heals coming in to help him out. And just chunked out there, and then he will back off.
Yeah. I'm not really sure they really wanted to get the last Uter, but he seems to, those shields seem to be coming up pretty clutch, and it seems like he took less damage than, say, Hatchcat did there.
Yeah, actually, Hatchcat's ult's not doing a ton of damage to the last Uter, so might want to look to get those in on some other members, like Uza, probably.
I thought an Orianna would want to go something like Chalice, especially against the Lux, over the Morellonomicon, but still having no magic resist is ending up not being so
It
bad.
hasn't worked out too bad for him so far. Has quite a large CS lead in that mid lane, up by about like 70, more than 70, so quite a bit here. But large leads for Wider Wong in the other lanes. Wong Lee Accused is up quite a bit. So is Mr. T Shrub in that bot lane over Uza.
And I just wonder what kind of play Wider Wong is looking to do next, because they're not being super proactive.
That Poppy comes in with the slingshot. That's the kind of play they're looking for.
Yeah,
Tower did go down, but there needs to be some follow-up from the rest of his team.
team?
Where are the team members? The Shockwave gets Hatchcat, the solo kill. That Poppy going to be the next one to go down, and they should be able to get the passive there as well, unless the team can finally show up and help. AAA Blaze, very tanky pop. Ult was popped there, and Adiash goes down there to Mr. T Shrub. Did they? Yeah, they did get Zac. That Poppy, the culling coming out as well. Not going to do a ton of damage onto anyone here. Uza, Arcane shifts over the wall here, but it should only be a matter of time before he goes down. Wong Lee Q is going to be looking to do a ton of damage on us this team fight, but
2 for 2 in the end.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
2
it?
for 2 straight up. Yeah. Yeah,
It just felt like that Poppy was in there for so long.
way too early.
Way too early. He jumped it. It was a great engage if
The team was there.
or even like 10 seconds closer.
Yeah.
Like they were 20 seconds off there. That Poppy is just bouncing in the team
Yeah, it's
nonstop
like-
for the whole time.
It was one of those.
Will he die?
Darshan?
Too? Yeah, meanwhile, Hatchcat, I don't even think got hardly any spells off there and died to the Shockwave
Yeah.
pretty quickly. It was almost one shot. So those are the kind of fights that you want to look for if you are Lunatic Beast, and then you want to walk away and not try to fight, because the people that are chasing you now are the 4 and 2 and 4 Graves with 100 plus CS, and the 7 and 1 Lucian, who they're gonna be hurting, especially the Ezreal, who's just 3 and 5 with just 2 items.
That's a little scary. We got Wong Lee Accused here coming up on the flame horizon of Adiash. And Wider Wong, they just gotta look to push these advantages. That Poppy slingshots in again here, but isn't able to engage onto anyone. But Wider Wong, it's like, you know, are they pushing their advantages hard enough, or are they being too passive? Are they allowing Lunatic Peace to be able to get back in this game?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily at that point yet where they have started the comeback, but maybe like if they end up starting Baron that's live now, and end up stealing and only losing 1 or 2, then the comeback can begin, I would say. But if you're Wider Wong, I think you want to take the remaining tier 2 top lane, maybe just have Wong Lee Accused do it himself. I'm not sure if anyone can really fight him, as he's got Death Stance, Sterix Gauge, and looking for that Yomu's, I would believe, next.
Yeah. Oh, he might get caught out. He's
There's
got
a
quite
ward there.
a high level advantage here over Adiash and Uza. So he could
Pretty much everyone in the game except for the last Udyr. Everyone, he's up 3, or now I guess just 2 or more levels on everybody in the game almost.
just with that huge, has successfully flame horizon Adiash here at 30 minutes, that's relatively early. So doing a lot of good farming there. Definitely a very scary Graves here, especially with all those items he has picked up now. Wider Wong moving his 5 members here, looking to pick up, like you said, they picked up the tier 2 towers in the other lanes. Now going to look for the top lane here if they can. Don't have Baron buff or anything, but the tower is very low, so it shouldn't take much from them. 1 wave should do it, even though most members of Lunatic Beast are there. That Poppy winds up and gets in behind into the back line of Lunatic Peace here, just bouncing around all over the place. AAA Blaze behind enemy lines here. Pops the Unbreakable Will, is so tanky. They're doing what they can, and he will finally go down to Mr. T Shrub, picking up his 8th kill of the game. Final Spark goes out, doing a ton of damage. The Culling picks up, Culling doesn't pick it up, it goes over to Wong Lee Accused. That's 2 kills. Can they get the inhibitor tower as well? Nope, they want the kills here. Wong Lee Accused with the double. Does he have the triple? Is it there? It is there. And now they are going to look for the tower here, as Nartorius is the only member of Lunatic Beast left alive here. Although Wider Wong are pretty low here, so they're going to want to be careful.
Yeah.
That Poppy taking the tower.
They're all tanking. They're all so low.
The turret takes down Hatchcat. There we go. Nartorius isn't going to be able to clean up the passive from that Poppy. I think that Poppy knew that. He was willingly tanking the tower, knowing he had his passive. And these guys got to be careful here. They're so low.
Yeah, the death timers aren't necessarily that long. Maybe they could have gone inhibitor. I don't think it's worth the risk though. And Ashiash up in 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's it definitely would have been risky.
But the gates are open, so that's one thing. And what was the traded kills? Two,
four for one.
4 for. I think also Mr. T-Shrub went down and Hatchcat.
Nope, Mr. T-Shrub didn't go down. He still
Oh,
only
he
has
still
one
has
kill.
one down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or one death. Sorry. Yeah. So I think Hatchcat was the only one who went down.
And it wouldn't have been any, I think, if they would have played that tower aggro or
Yeah.
just would have backed off and waited for the wave.
Yeah.
Another 10 seconds. They would have been able to get the tower a lot more freely and maybe even an inhibitor. But in the end, they got the gates open.
Yeah.
And they're playing this lead awfully slowly. But I think when it's this pressure situation, you just want to make sure you do it right and not do what happened last time, blow their lead.
True. Yeah. I mean, but well, you can
Then
say
again, you
can
don't want
say
to wait that long.
Exactly.
I guess.
You could say they blew their lead because they didn't push their advantages aggressively enough here. But they're looking to go in here. AAA Blaze looking for the knockback. Pops the Unbreakable Will yet again. He just always ends up in the middle of Wong with his ult pops, and he doesn't go down every time because he's just so tanky.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you're catching out the Ezreal or anything. It's just the Alistar, and I don't think the ult cooldown is necessarily that long, as it's already seems to be a third back up from the. I don't really know the timer, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be too long until back up. I don't think there will be a fight in the time where it's down necessarily, but not making huge proactive plays around the map with Wong right now. I think they can be pressing their advantage. Like, look at this gold lead. It's 61,000 to 48,000, 62,000, 48,000. That's you should be abusing a lead like that.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
They aren't. Like, I would say Mr. T Shrub could 1v3 at this point. I think.
Probably. Yeah. They're playing so passively right now, which is not ideal for them. But like you said, I guess in a high pressure situation like this, you want to be careful. But you can be too careful, and if you let Lunatic Peace back in this game, we could see a repeat of their last tiebreaker, which definitely would not be ideal for them. But you know, maybe they know what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to be real methodical about all of this. But you're right. They're not being proactive around the map. They're kind of, they're wandering around. They picked up that last team fight, but they haven't done anything. They could have tried to bait Baron maybe. They have picked up their third dragon, so we'll be looking for that fourth one when it comes up to help their siege abilities, as that will have them taking less damage from structures. But I want to see them do something.
Yeah, put Wong Li Q's in the bot lane and everyone else go top, or something like that. Or Wong Li Q's go top, everyone go bot. He's got TP up. You have a Zac, that's great engage. You can fight at this point. You could probably even 4v5 if Wong Li Q's doesn't even want to TP in.
Yeah, this is one of these things. These, White or Wong,
or start Baron or do something. I don't like, honestly. I'd rather.
They're great individual players here on White or Wong, and they play well as a team. It just seems that they have a bit of a lack of shot calling on their team. Really, maybe they just don't have the decisive voice. They need someone telling, all right, we got to do this now. Come on, let's all go do this. Let's engage here. Okay, Wong Li Q's go, push in the bot lane.
We're not like trying to trash bag them or anything.
No,
but like, they have the lead right now. And we're looking to see growth in it, and they haven't really shown the growth from game one. But they do have the lead, and they're looking to earn their spot into SKL.
And that's the thing. If they do make it into SKL, they're not even going to finish off Baron. They're going to go for the kills here. The TP coming in from Adiash, not very far away. AAA Blaze in the middle of the enemy team again. Final Spark. Don't think it's going to land onto anybody here. That Poppy too far in. He's pretty low here, but we've got Wong Li Q's pushing in the base. Kuza picks up one kill. He's picked up the inhibitor tower. Wong Li Q's has, but Mr. T Shrub goes down as well. 2 kills picked up here, but it's going to be the inhibitor for Wong Li Q's as well. Can he push more? No, they are going to back now, and
I think that's worth. I think that's worth, because now you got the Baron minions, the super minions bot. You can go get Baron. TP is down from Adiash. He had to TP there, even though he was way closer than say Wong the Accused was.
Yeah.
TP down. You do Baron as soon as the minions get anywhere close, or you just Baron dance. You don't even start it quite yet until they have to go back.
Yeah.
And somebody will have to go back, and then you either fight them or do Baron. I think it's pretty free rotation right here, and it should be executed. That's the right inhibitor to get if you're going to get it and not TP.
Yeah.
So in the end, I don't. How many kills did they get? Did they
Two.
get any? 2 kills for none.
Yeah,
They didn't kill
Lunatic
anybody?
Piece picked up 2. Yeah.
But did no one on Lunatic Piece die there?
Nope.
Oh wow. There was a bunch of low health bars, so they almost won the 4v5 fight.
Yes.
It
True.
was very close.
True.
Wong the accused is 7-2, so he's add him to the fight. They'll win that fight, but I think the inhibitor being down is more worth it.
Yeah. They just gotta push it now that they have.
Yeah, you see Adias bot right now with no TP. Start it right now.
Yeah. That would probably be the ideal situation for him here. Nartorius is hanging out, but they are gonna start it.
He's like an hour away.
Yeah. He's gonna have to walk there. TP not available. But they are gonna back off it now and maybe look to engage. I think they gotta choose one or the other here. Just go ahead and
No, you
finish
don't have to
Baron.
start it. You don't have to start it yet. See now Adias is here. Super minions are pushing in bot. He's gonna have to go back. They don't have too low of health bars where they can.
The rotations.
The rotations exactly.
The macro play. Coming in here for Wider Wong. Like we said, some better late game shot calling for them, and they could have won this game 15 minutes ago. I think.
I think they could have won it like 7 minutes
Okay,
ago.
sorry,
Probably
7.
by 30 minutes. But I mean, Shrub's still tanking up Baron. That's gonna hurt quite a bit. And Adias now has to go bot again. Now he's an hour away again. He wasn't even there. He ran at them, charged at them once.
He's just going back and
They
forth.
have no vision now. They're gonna have to use. How many wards do they have? They gotta be out of wards soon. They dropped 2 in there now.
Eventually.
Those have to be their last 2 wards.
Are they going to finish it off here? It is about half health, but no, they peel off it again. Looking for a kill here. Final Spark goes out, lands on her 2 members, but Powerful and that Poppy are very low. Here's Uza picks up 1 kill, but he goes down in turn to Wong the accused here.
Focus last Udyr, come
Triple Edge
on.
Blaze goes down. Last Udyr, very healthy still, takes down Mr. Shrub, the main damage dealer for the most part for Wider Wong here, and he might look to pick up some more kills for himself, but Wong the accused is very healthy. Oh my goodness, there's the double kill. Hatchcat, what are you doing? The last Udyr picks up that kill, and
Literally no one focused last Udyr.
Good
He's
heavens.
the only one doing damage.
good heavens, what is going on?
It's looking scary. They had a great idea. I think you have to peel off Baron there. They had a good engage. They got some kills, but trade, what was it, 3 for 3? No, 3 for 2.
3 for 2,
It
yeah.
should have been 3 for 3. Hatchcat died at the wrong place
Yeah,
there.
that was not great on his part.
This is turning out to be a little closer now,
Yeah.
even though the 11,000 gold lead. This is what, their 4th dragon?
Yeah,
It
this
should
will
be
help.
free.
This will help. Yep. It is going to be free. The 4th dragon going to have them taking less damage from structures. Definitely going to help them, but
I don't know why Zach
Oh.
is not bouncing onto last Udyr. Like, maybe you get shockwaved, but no Zanyas, no armor across the team, and they have their attack damage dealers have not focused
No.
her at all. I'm guessing that might be last item Zanyas, but not very close at all to finishing it. Still looking for like a component and then finishing it off.
yeah, definitely.
I'm getting worried here.
I am also
If I'm
getting
Wider
worried.
Wong fans, I'm worried.
Yeah, I'm getting stressed out for them. They hopefully they're not having PTSD flashbacks to their last tiebreaker.
Don't bring that up.
They're
man.
gonna start sweating like it's happening again. I mean, I'm having them. I casted that game and I was so ready for I was like, okay, Wider Wong's gonna qualify, and then whoa, just kidding. ADP pulled the rug out from underneath them, and it could happen again here to Wider Wong if they're not careful here. They gotta push these leads here, do what they can here. We're at 40 minutes here already, and Uza on that Ezreal, he's only gonna get more scary as the game goes later. Not sure who that final spark went on.
She ulted the blue buff.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that Poppy's big.
Yeah, he's a big Zach, a big
Yeah.
blob bouncing around, and hopefully that's enough. He has enough stats to absorb what the last Udyr is doing, because he's really seems like solo carrying. Volibear has 3 items. Elise has 2 items that are jungle items. And none of them have more than 3 items.
Yeah.
Except for the last Udyr.
Oh, man.
Where on the other side you see working on 5th item, and they still aren't able to break the base. No inhibitors. They're looking to maybe just take down all inhibitor towers here, but
Yeah.
Wong the accused might be in the wrong place right now.
Oh, they got a bit of a split going on here. Wong accused looking to push that mid lane. The true shot barrage goes in, lands on the hatchback. There's a decent amount of damage. Triple A Blaze. Oh, the shockwave is huge there for the last looter. Uza picks up a kill. Can they get more here? The double picked up for Uza. That Poppy is going to just try and take out the inhibitor before he goes down, but he's not going to be able to do it, as that is the triple kill. Right. And what is going on here? Lunatic Peace are absolutely in this game.
They're they're in it right now, and I think they had, I don't know what is exactly going on, but they can't break the base. They can't get any inhibitors, and the other Lunatic Beast is looking to get Baron right now, and I'm not sure if Wong Accused can do anything about it. Kevin is freaking out over here. He can't even sit still.
I'm just so like, I don't even know how to describe my emotions. It's like I'm just so bewildered by Whiter Wong right now. And impressed by, I mean, it is impressive by Lunatic Peace to be able to come back from such, such a large deficit, but it takes some misplays and some throwing from the team that has the lead in order for a comeback to happen.
Especially when you only have one tower. They have one tower. This is their second tower of the game. Lots of gold is still on the map for this Baron push. If they can get, they have Baron minions right now with 2 towers, tons of gold still on the map. They don't even have to get kills to get them. This is scary.
This is scary, yeah. I'm scared on behalf of Whiter Wong here.
That was a dope freaking shockwave right there. Though.
SKL, the top 5 play of the week.
I think that's gotta be.
Skillo's write that down.
Yeah, that's
Orianna
shockwave.
ult 40 minutes, 41 minutes.
Yeah, that was insane. What was it? All 4 people that were there. The Alistar goes in and just. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's really all I can say.
That's a game-saving
ult
right there.
Whiter Wong, their acronym. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Really all you can say right now for Whiter Wong here. They, hopefully their morale doesn't go down. Hatchcat ults that wave, but the tower does go down. If you're if you're Whiter Wong, you can't get down on yourselves here. You got to be able to keep because you're still ahead in this game. You got to be able to push your advantages. Don't let Lunatic Peace push back on you here. You got to keep them on their heels. Yeah, whatever. You know, you let them win one team fight. But if you're Whiter Wong, you can definitely keep pushing back because you still have the advantage here and should be looking to siege further.
Yeah, I'm just, oh my god. Where's team?
Oh, there's another shockwave as the last unit picks up a kill onto Mr. T Shrub, who is the biggest damage dealer here for Whiter Wong here. And that is going to be the inhibitor tower, and should be inhibitor as well. Final Spark comes out. That Poppy is in the middle of the team, just bouncing around. Is still going to pick up a kill onto someone, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, as he will go down. The passive, probably not going to be able to save him. This could be, oh my goodness, this could be game here. There's the shutdown onto Wong Lee Accused. Hatchcat and Powerful, the only 2 members left alive here. And they are going to be onto the Nexus turrets here. They're onto the first one. The first one goes down. They're onto the second. Death timers are too long here. Hatchcat and Powerful not going to be able to contest here. The second goes down. They're onto the Nexus here, and Lunatic Peace is going to qualify for the SKL regular season.
It
happened again.
It happened again. They were still leading in gold at the end of the game. They were never not leading in gold.
Oh my gosh.
I think that whole game they were winning, and they ended up losing the game. And
Whiter Wong! Whiter Wong!
Mind-blowing.
Unfortunately, it went Wong here for Whiter Wong in their second chance to qualify for the regular season. Oh man.
Oh man. Last Udyr. God.
Yeah, geez, those Orianna ults for him in that late game were huge, and Whiter Wong just did not push their advantages enough.
Even if that last ult was on only Mr. T-Shrub, it one-shot him. He was dead, and that's an 8. It was 8-1 Lucian. Now 8-5 at the end of the game, and Lunatic Peace will be playing right away here.
Yes,
in their next game.
Congratulations here to Lunatic Peace. GG, well played to Whiter Wong again, as always. Again, my heart has to go out to them. To see that happen to them again, it's just, it's very disheartening to see that, because, you know, like, if I'm upset, I gotta imagine that they're not feeling too great either.
No.
But, you know, I think after having that happen to them twice, I think they know what they gotta work on if they do, and I hope they do. I hope they come back for next season. They know what they got to work on. They got to just learn how to play with a lead, how to push harder. Just their players are very individually skilled. They have the skills. They just got to get some more decisive shot calling here.
They have like the coordination. It's just that their coordination isn't. They move as a team. They move well as a team.
Yep.
It's just the decisions that they do as a team take forever, or don't happen fast enough, or don't happen at all.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, but you know what? Wonder Wong, big thank you to them for coming out on such short notice and playing in that kind of last-minute emergency tiebreaker. Big thank you to them, and hopefully we'll see them around for next season.
Yeah.
But we got to move on here, Crafty. Now we've got an actual regular season game to play here. Lunatic Peace going to play their first regular season game up against Fellowship of the Nerds, and you know what? That's not an easy game for your first game.
No, especially after that hype-ass game. I'm excited to see what happens. And should we take a quick break?
I think we should, yeah.
Let's take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with game number 1 between Fellowship of the Nerds and Lunatic Peace.